Hey everybody, this is David at Homestead Hacks. It's beautiful out today. It's clear, it's a little bit windy. The pond's looking real good. We've been pulling out a lot of fish. And before too long, we'll probably pull out some bluegill to cook and eat. And the catfish will probably be a little while longer. Trying to get them to grow out with the high protein feed that we're feeding them. But what I want to talk about today was food for your animals and how you can save a little bit cost by feeding your animals a little bit of scraps. And always keep your old scraps, of course, your garden, your table scraps, always keep them. I got the stuff that we pulled out of the refrigerator, old mashed potatoes, old spaghetti, corn. This is like a community pen anyway, you know, like I talked about. It's got the goats, it's got the big pot-bellied pig, the chickens, and what the goats don't eat, the chickens definitely will. So that's what the video is more about today, and you can even go further than that. We used to have a local bread store, and they kept day-old bread, but in the back they kept older than day-old bread that they would sell at an extreme discount. Like you could get a truckload for like $5. It was really cheap. You might check into something like that. We don't have that available anymore. I wish we did, because I saved a lot of money when we had that. Another thing you can do, go to your local grocery stores. Now, they'll come in and they'll throw away all their garden salads, their vegetables, their fruits. When it's outdated, they gather it up in a cart, they take it to the dumpster. You can work out something with them that maybe you can get. Some of them will, some of them won't. You just have to check. But if you check 3 or 4 or 5 of them, one of them will. Get them to put you a container by the dumpster, a big tote or something, and have them throw some of the stuff into that or set it on the outside of the dumpster. Tell them you'll come around every day and check, and that way they're not held liable for giving you outdated food, because that's the whole reason they won't save it for you, because they're afraid you're going to take it home and eat it, and then they'll get in trouble for giving you outdated food. But if they throw it in the dumpster, now most of them will let you dumpster dive, but most people don't want to do that, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to do that. But you can talk them into setting it on the outside of the dumpster or putting it in a tote for you that you provided for them. And that would save you a lot of money. Now, we gave the community pen here some food, and let's give some to the meat chickens. Okay, here's the meat chickens. What a name for them, meat chickens. We're going to give them some of this mashed potatoes. It'll take them a while to go to it. You probably won't get to see them eat it because they're not used to getting table scraps. But you can already see, as big as these birds are, see how fast they lay down. And another thing that I've noticed too, and I figured I'd mention it to you, if you see here, well, here comes one of the broilers over. These aren't all the typical broiler chickens that you normally see. They were supposed to be. But as you can see, like that one right there approaching the mashed potatoes, it's got like a redness to them, almost like a Rhode Island Red. Now, they're not Rhode Island Reds, they're way too big. But I'm thinking that these are possibly the Red Ranger. I'm not sure. I'll have to get back with Tractor Supply and ask them what else they had in there in that mix, because it's possible they had some in there that wasn't supposed to be in there, apparently. But they're definitely meat chickens. You can tell by the size and stature of them, but look at the size of the difference between the broiler and what I'm thinking is a Red Ranger. Now, these are going on 3 weeks that I've had them. Thinking there's a little bit older than that when I got them. I think this close to a week old, so they may be almost 4 weeks old. They're growing very rapidly, very fast. I'm going to have to fill their feeder that I filled yesterday. It's already empty. So that's the next thing I'm going to have to do. I'm going to combine this video, instead of making a separate chicken video about the broiler chickens, I'll also combine it with what we just talked about, feeding the the garden scraps and the supermarket outdated food. Now also what I did, I went ahead and opened up the outside door, and I'm gonna let these chickens out. Now, you can see the ramp here, how much they're gonna have to jump. That's probably not gonna work. I'm gonna have to raise that ramp up or put an additional ramp hooked onto that so they can get back up through here. They're getting kind of large, so them jumping, their jumping ability is probably decreasing, I'm sure. So this pen has a lot of grass. It needs cleaned out. I got stuff in there that's not even supposed to be in there, old pots and stuff. But it's got a lot of grass. They can dig for worms and bugs and such. So it's been a little bit chilly, but the birds are big enough now, and we'll make sure that they can get back in the pen by the end of the day so they can keep warm. I still got their heat lamp in there because it did frost last night, and it frosted the night before. So I'm not sure about tonight. I'll have to check the weather. But it's been pretty chilly out. And old Gander there, he's been real protective of his woman over there on the nest. Goosey, she's still setting and will be for 28 days. We'll watch her and check out her progress from day to day to see how she's doing. Hopefully she'll get through the set. I think she's sitting on maybe 8 or 10 eggs, maybe something like that. And but that's just an idea. I want to give people an idea. If you have your own animals, do that. Check with them, hopefully a bread store, or track down what they do with their old bread. That'll save you a lot of money. And the animals will eat it: chickens, goats, pigs, ducks, geese. They love when you throw old bread out in the pond. They go crazy after it. They love it, and it'll save you a lot of money. So that's about it, folks. Don't forget, please help share our videos, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching Homestead Hacks.